Alright, welcome back everybody. Dungeon 1 is over. We have left it.
I remember hearing this theory years ago, and I have no idea if it's true or if it's even been confirmed in Hyrule Historia or something. But you know how the first dungeon is a dead tree? I've heard a ton of theories saying that's the Great Deku Tree, but you know, dead. But it could just be a dead tree. That's also a strong possibility.
Yeah, this could be the Deku Tree, or it could just be some random tree that just got hollowed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think it's like the Deku Tree, but I don't know.
Well, one thing...
I guess, editing me, look it up. Any validity?
One theory I do like, again, I don't know if this is true, but I really hope it is because I like it. I think this game takes place in the Wind Waker timeline. I could be wrong. Again, this is a theory I heard years ago before the timeline was even official. And I heard a theory saying that this is Hyrule after the Great Flood, which is why it's a wasteland. And yeah, I like that. It makes sense. I doubt.
You know, they made this game with that in mind, right?
I mean, yeah. Obviously, they didn't have that in mind, but it could be something they go like, "Hey, that's a cool idea. Let's make that canon."
I was gonna say that's what I was thinking the whole time you were describing all that. I was like, yeah, and then they all just had that.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like they do, like I'm pretty sure the timeline itself was never actually planned to be canon until fans asked for it and they decided, hey, let's do it. So
right,
like that doesn't mean it's not true. It just definitely wasn't planned at the time.
No, I like to think they had it all planned out from Wind Waker to like Twilight Princess back in like the NES days.
They knew one day they would make this weird game that takes place in a 3-day cycle with a moon that's gonna kill everyone.
Yes.
It came to Miyamoto in a vision.
As all things Nintendo.
Yeah, back in 1986.
Like the Squid Kid vision. They saw a vision of a post-apocalyptic world where squids were children.
This
also
is me
squids.
figuring it out.
Also squids.
Yeah.
And you see, it was a dream because it was after the Wii U era. Because if you look at the lore scrolls in the game, you see the dead person with the Wii U, and yeah,
and that's why he's dead.
It's vision. That's what they saw in the vision, and that's when they knew squids and kids go together.
The amount of lore that's in Splatoon is so absurd to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we're joking, but like there is actually some like the game's actually kind of.
Oh no, like it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of like Pikmin.
Yeah, I was about to say like Pikmin.
Yeah.
Nintendo of all companies have 2 separate franchises that take place in a post-apocalyptic world, both of which are very happy and colorful.
Yeah.
Okay, Pikmin.
It's kind of refreshing if you think about it. Yeah, it's like a different take on like post-apocalyptic.
You know, never mind. I don't think I'd call Pikmin happy, but it's colorful.
Yeah. Happy.
The Pikmin genocide. Yes, that's happy.
That's happy.
At least Pikmin 1's not very happy. It's just a never-ending. It's just a never-ending turn of bad events.
None of them are happy.
I mean,
Pikmin die at a constant basis.
Maybe is Hey Pikmin happy?
No, it's Hey Pikmin.
No. Just the fact that it exists, yeah, it's not happy.
Well, am I screwed up for saying that Pikmin's still a happy game?
Yes, very. It's a game that has literal genocide.
It's just nature. You're leading creatures and oh no.
It's a cycle of life, guys.
Yeah, those Pikmin have to die. So Olimar can get his piggy bank.
Yes.
I don't know, I just thought of like a Pikmin like with a smiley face. It makes me happy.
I mean, they don't seem to mind. They still follow him and are like, eh.
That doesn't mean they don't mind. That doesn't mean they don't mind. Do you think soldiers who go to war, like willingly, like don't mind dying?
I don't know. I'm not
You
them.
mean I don't
can't
know?
say.
Anyway,
I'm not them. I can't
Zelda,
say.
Have we gone to
Man, that was a tangent.
Have we gone to the swastika yet?
Oh
No,
my god.
it's later. I like you. It doesn't even come up like naturally. You just flat out ask it.
Jesus.
Bernie, you're not looking forward to that one, right? Ask for
I'm just waiting for Brendan to get canceled.
Hey, you can't cancel me. I'm the one that's supposed to cancel you. Stop it.
Jeez.
Please don't cancel us. We're sorry. He's probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's already been spoken.
Okay, if anyone needs context, there is a dungeon in this game that's shaped like a swastika. It's supposed to look like this, I think, a Hindu symbol called a, like, what is it, Majin or something? I don't know. It's supposed to mean peace, but then the Nazis reused it to use something that, to use it as a symbol that meant kind of the opposite. Anyway, yeah. It's not actually a swastika. But that being said, if this game got remade, I'm willing to bet that they will change that layout because that's where everyone's mind will go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this was during the time where they couldn't even get text like localized correctly, you know, let alone.
What do you mean?
Like that may offend people.
They definitely meant to say "I feel asleep." What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of the wording in this game is.
The dongos dislike smoke.
Yeah, when I read that, I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, I know how to beat them because I played other Zelda games, but it's like speaking, there it is.
Are you just gonna hit every old man?
I would. How did I do
Brendan,
that? I don't know this game. I promise, that wasn't intentional.
Did you skim through the footage before?
I did a little bit, but I didn't see that. And I think I only did it with part 1.
That's funny. Anyway, yeah, that's confusing, so...
Oh, you know what's even more confusing? The one that tells you that Paul's voice dislikes loud noises, but it's referring to a Famicom exclusive feature. The Famicom controller had a mic in it, the NES controller does not. And you're supposed to yell into the controller in the Famicom release. That does not work here, obviously.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird, even with the Famicom version, though? It's like you have to pick up the second controller.
Yeah, specifically the second controller. A cool thing is they brought that back in Phantom Hourglass.
Yep, that is cool.
Wait, did you pick that bomb back up, or did that just disappear?
I used to, and then it just, when he died, he gave me a bomb.
Okay.
So.
I was like, wait, it was like, you placed 3 for so no.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, listen, I drop the bomb and I swing the sword.
You know, I'm proud of us, guys. We made it without referencing Zelda CDI once.
Well,
you know, I can't wait to bounce it.
I feel like we bring that up.
We did it in the first part.
Well, I know, but like the Dodongo line, that's like one of the most famous Link CDI quotes.
It's true.
Yeah, I suppose.
What do you mean, I suppose?
I suppose.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Begrudgingly, I suppose.
I need to find new words, apparently, because every time I say something, it's always like, what do you mean? I'm sorry. I don't mean much by it, I'm just saying your response. What do you want from me?
You know what I really hate about this game?
What do you want?
That's supposed to be grass on the ground. That's supposed to be grass. That's not grass.
Wait, what?
On the ground outside. Like, that's not sand, that's grass. But, like, it's not. Like, look at
grass.
it. It is! Like, you were just in a forest. So obviously it's supposed to be grass.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and like,
I guess, like, what, Link's green, and so the background wouldn't look correct with that? But then this dungeon is green. Well, Link's green, so...
I mean, even if that is the case...
Is this the Game Boy dungeon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, even if that is the case, this is Link's first appearance. It didn't have to be green.
That's true. I will. One thing that's also these guys suck. One thing that's interesting about this game that the more we get into it, the more it's gonna affect us. But you can just straight up use like any keys anywhere.
Oh yeah.
In the dungeons.
Yeah. You can get.
So
you can get,
like I have 3 keys, but I've only gotten 1 so far in this dungeon.
Yeah. And then you unlock a special key, which gives you unlimited keys later.
Right. Which is like just breaks the dungeons.
Yeah. So. This goes straight to the end. Don't even worry about any of the enemies or whatever. But yeah, these Dark Nuts, they suck. They're like one of the key reasons why I don't like this game. They walk around random directions, so attacking them is actually pretty luck based. So if you go close enough to hit them, there's a decent chance they'll turn around and hurt you.
Mm-hmm. And like later in the game, they like start throwing a lot of those at you, to the point where the game starts lagging. So it's like it's just ridiculous. Those suck too. You can't like attack once you get hit with those.
Fun fact: those enemies are called bubbles.
Oh, so you didn't even bother to find the map or the compass. You just went straight in.
Yeah. Oh, is this your way of avoiding the swastika? I don't know if this is or not.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, those enemies are called bubbles, and they're just skulls that are on fire, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, bubbles.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
Oh yeah, I forgot the wrath, by the way.
Are those sprites from
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know what you're thinking of. Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't think of the game name.
Cadence of Hyrule.
Yes.
Which I still need to play that game.
Yeah.
It's just really, really expensive.
It has a physical...
It's funny, I forgot that because I was like one of the ones that actually wanted to play when it first came out. I just never bought it.
It has a physical version now, so I want to get it, but not... I don't need it right now. Honestly, the whole rhythm part of it kind of turns me off, so I don't really care about rhythm games. I only want to get it for Zelda.
I mean, I played Crypt of the Necrodancer, so I at least, know the concept well enough. I just never can get far in that game. It's just... You think rhythm, it being a rhythm game would make it kind of easier? It does not. It does not at all. It makes it actually way harder to play the game. It's in a good way, though. Because you actually have to, strategize how you do the dungeons. The only thing... 4 keys. The only thing about Crypt of the Necrodancer, though, is because the dungeons are randomly designed, with RNG. I don't know, it can be kind of frustrating because you'll get really good at doing the rhythm and everything, and then the layout changes if you die, so it's then you have to relearn where everything is in the map.
I mean, that's part of the appeal of it. That's part of the appeal of the genre, though.
I know. It's just, I guess it's just not my particular cup of tea. Because I do like roguelikes, because I love Going Under. That game was fantastic. I recommend people play that. It's really good.
You're trying so hard for a compass.
Roguelike.
You're trying so hard for a compass.
I know. I really don't like these rooms where it's just yep, there it is, figure it out, basically.
You know you can use a candle in those, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause the game.
Okay, fair.
Like the candle.
I was gonna say, I can feel the energy.
You would hate the original Link's Awakening.
Yeah. Every time you hit a rock that's too heavy.
No, not even hit. You brush up against it. I hated that.
I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna lie. That's literally one of the reasons why I didn't even want to play the original.
Did they fix that?
Yes,
they remake?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
That's the reason why I would recommend the remake over the original. I understand a lot of people don't like the visuals compared to the original. It's fair, they're very different. But gameplay-wise, on an objective level, the remake is definitely better. Except for maybe the frame rate, but even then, come on, you can't tell me that the other stuff doesn't make up for it.
Yeah. The frame rate, it is kind of sucky.
Yeah,
it should just been 30 FPS.
I completely agree with that. But I'm just saying, the other stuff more than makes up for it. And I think you're crazy if you think otherwise.
Yeah, it's a fine remake.
My thing with the remake's art style, though, is I get that everything looks plastic, but isn't that the point? Isn't it supposed to look like a pop-up diorama? I mean, that's what I always thought from the first trailer.
Yeah, it is, but still, it still has a very different look than what the original was going for. So a lot of people don't like it for that, and that's fair. I like it. I like how it's a literal interpretation of the way the characters look. Link was very chibi in the original. He had big black eyes, and obviously that's not what he was actually supposed to look like. But Grezzo decided to make it a literal representation of that, and I like that. I think the remake is really good. I just wish the frame rate wasn't so poop.
Yeah.
Switch Pro, maybe.
I just wish they would have just kept it at 30, man. It's what's the point if you're just gonna keep going between 60 and 30?
So,
it's jarring.
There is some good news about that. The Link's Awakening remake was made in Unreal Engine 4, and that engine it works on Switch, but it's not the most optimized thing. But Grezzo has a new listing for what sounds like a Zelda game, but for Unity, so it sounds like they're making the next game in Unity, whatever that's going to be.
Okay.
Nice.
Assuming it's a Zelda game, but the way they described it is like the exact way they've described all of their Zelda projects.
I did, what was the one game they did? It was Ever Oasis, I think?
Yeah.
They're like an original game on 3. Like,
Yeah.
I like to see more original products.
I've heard Ever Oasis is really good, I just never played it because that was like Switch era 3DS.
Yeah, it came out at the wrong time at that point. 2017 3DS games.
I've seen some people mention it, and it looks really good from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I was interested in it. When they showed it at E3, I was like, oh, this looks really cool. But then I just played my Switch and bought everything on Switch.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's part of why I was upset with Luigi's Mansion being on 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh, more same boss.
This guy.
I think Jacob already did it earlier, but if you drop a bomb dead center, it blows him up and kills him immediately.
Yeah. But.
Oh, good job.
Well. I'll skill.
See, this is why we let Jacob play those.
Oh yeah, he's also the only one that's beaten this game. I think the farthest I've gotten this is like 3 dungeons in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Again, I don't like this game. I respect it, but I don't like it.
So I've beaten it on the original NES, and then when I have beaten Zelda 2, but I beat that on the NES Classic. So, which we will definitely. I guess I don't know. I might as well lay my opinion now, but like I like Zelda 2 more than Zelda 1. So, as a game.
I mean,
okay, Jacob, just use the candle. Just use the candle.
No.
It's so much
Just
faster.
Use the candle.
It's so much faster.
No.
Jesus.
Again,
He had to walk around that room like 3 different times because he couldn't figure out which way he was out.
Again, you would hate Link's Awakening.
Yeah. I played a little bit of Link's Awakening on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, it's fine early on. It's just like the problem becomes worse and worse the further you get in.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Link's Awakening is a great game. It's just that one thing that really brings it down for me.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to get mad at me.
I love the same block pushing puzzles.
It's not even puzzles.
Do you actually care if people get mad at you though, Brendan? Like, do you actually...
Well, I don't want... If they're gonna get mad at me, I want them to get mad at me for, like, an actual opinion I hold.
Yeah.
But that is a...
No, it's not. I said I said I love Link's Awakening. I just don't love the original. Because of that one issue. But if they get mad at me for not liking Zelda 1, then, you know, whatever. I don't like Zelda 1. So, at least it's accurate.
Are we gonna get to that game eventually?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I already...
Either the remake or Game Boy?
Yeah, I'm doing the remake. I'm doing it, by the way.
Okay.
We've talked about this before.
See, we talk about a lot of things, and I don't remember, like, 90% of them, so...
I know, I've noticed.
Yeah. Enjoy the dial-up.
Why did they do this? I hate that.
It's like, we need a sound effect, guys.
What are we going to use for our healing sound effect? Quick!
Yeah, this is where I'm just like, screw it.
They just
full
held
health.
They just held like the crustiest mic they could find near a modem.
Mics, wow, you're giving the NES a lot of credit.
No, you can big crunch actual audio on NES.
I know you could. It just wasn't very good.
Yeah, that's the joke, Dylan.
Okay, fine. You win. Just like you always do.
I do, don't I?
That's so sad. Anyway, 4 dungeons done.
I can have my fan on again. Yay! Yes, I'm turning on recording. You can't stop me.
Bye.
Sounds so defeated.
Bye. Bye.